Honestly, what would you do in this situation? Last Saturday, my partner Christina and I went to a cafe for breakfast. We ordered, we sat down in a booth, and in front of us was a lovely older couple sitting there having cups of tea, just enjoying the morning. After about 5 minutes, this lady walks into the cafe, clearly frantic, storms over to where we're sitting, sits at the empty table next to us, but then scoots her chair in between the two booths, so next to us and next to the couple in front of her. Then she starts furiously texting away while she's looking at our table and then looking at the table in front of us every 10 seconds or so. I assume she was waiting for other people or something and was just trying to find out where they were. After about another 10 minutes or so, our food finally arrived, and when it did, she seemed visibly annoyed by this fact. By this stage, the lady in front of us also noticed how frustrated this woman was getting, so she actually turned to her and asked if she wanted the booth that they were sitting at. They stood up and said that they were actually going. She stood up and said, yes, but actually I wanted that booth, which was the booth that Christina and I were sitting at. And then she paused and looked at us like she wanted us to move or something. Anyway, this couple left. She scooted straight into their seat before they'd even left the table. It hadn't been cleared or anything, and started to assemble her pens and notes and bits and pieces on the table. Once she sat down, she sat in the corner of the booth next to us on an angle, looking over at our table every couple of seconds or so in a bizarre way, clearly just sitting there waiting for our table next. She'd ordered a fruit salad. She didn't touch it. It must have sat there for the whole time we were eating our food. By this stage, she was so much in our space, it was just distracting. At one stage, she even knocked Christina in the head with her scarf. Eventually, she took a call, she walked out the door, left all her stuff on the table, and while she was doing that, we were actually finished. So we decided to leave. We saw another couple came in. We were actually going to give the table to them just to piss her off. But we thought, no, surely she'll be fine. We got out of the cafe, we got in our car, and we drove past, and we saw she was already back and in our booth. Normally, I wouldn't let that bother me, but she was so in our space, she was so intrusive, that it was unbelievable how entitled this woman seemed to be. I wish I could have just let it go, but she was just... So that's why